Hello there, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by for your daily Reiki micro session. This is a micro session because it is only 5 minutes long, where a normal Reiki session with me does last for an hour. So we are going to be taking a peek. We're going to do 5 minutes of Reiki, and then after that, we're going to do 5 minutes of questions. So it looks like my chat isn't showing up here on my screen. So I guess I need to go to my phone and see if I can see chat showing up there. Yippee, right? Let's see here. Sorry for the delay. Hi there, Diane.
Sorry for the delay. Hi there, Diane.
Let's slow that down. Okay, there we go. All right, so now at least I can see chat even if I can't see it on my computer, so we're good. Okay, so Reiki for 5 minutes. I am setting the intention for whatever will be best for each of you as individuals. And it can be used for financial goodness, for relationship improvement, for physical, medical improvement, for help with anxiety, all kinds of good things. Pretty much anything you can think about, the Reiki can help you with. So we'll do 5 minutes of that, followed by 5 minutes of questions. So for right now, let's just get the Reiki started. We're starting that at 2:55. That means that we will finish it up right on the hour. All right. Does anybody have any questions about Reiki? If you do, this would definitely be the time to ask that while I am doing the Reiki. Certainly happy to answer any questions that you all might have. Thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate that, whoever did that already. Those of you who are new here, feel free to say hi. We're always glad to have you. If you have questions, go ahead and throw them up in the chat, especially if there are questions about Reiki or about how I got started in Reiki, anything along those lines. La da da. We have 4 more minutes of Reiki. We've got a lot of Reiki going out to base chakras and knees at the same time. And base chakras have to do with things that make us feel secure. So we're talking about relationships, we're talking about assets, jobs, homes, anything that makes us feel secure. So I think that we're going to have some people changing their perspectives on what makes them feel secure. Now, the knees are interesting too. The knees have to do with the idea of going with the flow because they're very flexible and they help us to move forward. And there's a little caveat there too. It not only helps us to get unstuck and go with the flow, but knees also help us to move forward and be flexible without losing sight of our purpose or losing sight of our mission, without being so flexible that we get thrown completely off. So something around being flexible just the right amount as you move forward is being aligned for some of you here. We also have heart chakra energy going out. Hello there, happy chick. Welcome, welcome. Glad to have you here. Now, heart chakra energy has to do with the idea of healing up from any kind of emotional trauma or emotional stress that we may have occurred along the way in life. I think a few of us might have gotten a little bit of that here or there, right? So, a lot of you, there's healing going on there. Sometimes when we have energy going into the heart chakra, it can cause us to be a little bit emotional. So if some of you are feeling a little bit emotional, that's totally perfectly okay and part of the healing process. And if you are feeling that way, you just want to acknowledge, okay, I'm feeling fill in the blank, sad, angry, whatever it might be, happy. Maybe you're feeling almost ecstatic with no explanation. And this is a part of my healing. And then you just release that emotion and let it go. Ow, Mao. Hey, Rodney, welcome back. I'm fantastic, my dear. Fantastic. Oh, do you like those? I've got them scheduled to go up at midnight every night, Mountain Time. La da da da. We have 1 more minute left of Reiki. If anybody has a Reiki question, feel free to throw it up in the chat. This is a great time for me to answer those questions for you. Glad to see you here, Mr. Rodney. Although I don't know, I kind of like this ow mow. I may not call you Rodney anymore. It kind of makes me think of like Shana Na type of days. If you've ever heard of Shana Na, there used to be a band called Shana Na. My mom used to watch them on TV when I was a little girl. Okay, so we're going to wrap up the Reiki. And now it's time for questions. I'm going to go ahead and set my timer. And you guys have 5 minutes to throw your questions up in there, and I will answer everything I can within 5 minutes. And then after that, if you still have more questions, you may want to go to my website and figure out how to get a reading there. But for right now, we're doing this at no charge. Let's see. You'll have to look them up. I don't even know what they sing now. I know Shana Na is one of their songs, but I don't even remember what it's about anymore. We're talking, I was 4 or 5 when my mom used to watch them on TV. Shana Na. Now I'm going to have to go look them up. So who has a question for me? The timer is set. I'm just waiting for you guys' questions at this point. Oh, there went a card. Somebody's really undecided about asking a question. Whoever you are, you're really on the fence. You have a question, you want to ask it. You're not sure if you want to ask it here. If you're not sure if you want to ask that question in public, then you may want to do like a 1 question or a 2 question reading. And you can check out my website for that. That's in the description box below. Singing Christmas songs here, humming Christmas songs. No questions? Hmm. Okay. I'm not sure I know the difference. It's a good thing Spirit knows the difference between a master's and an MBA. Is an MBA a bachelor's? Probably. Okay. Is it a good idea for Rodney, aka Umau Mau, to go for a master's degree off the top of the deck or an MBA off the bottom of the deck? Let's find out. Master's. You would only be continuing on what you've already done with the master's. This is an interesting answer here, Rodney. So with the master's, the first thing that comes up is the Fool in Reverse, which does say that you would just be continuing what you've already started, and that is looking like your ideal right now. However, we have Justice coming up, which basically Justice is kind of my breaking point. It's a point where things change. And then we've got the Queen of Coins coming up in reverse, which basically says that I think that you're going to probably move forward with the Masters, but I think you're going to come to a point where you're going to change your mind about it, and you're going to decide that you don't want to put more energy and effort into it. And whatever this is that makes you change your mind, I think it's going to make you very happy, 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 happy. So now let's look. Gotcha. So now let's look at the MBA. Just saw your last message there. That's what that gotcha is about. So MBA. This is interesting too. Okay, so I don't see you finishing your master's, although I do see you moving forward with it from here. When I'm looking at the MBA, it looks to me like you are getting a more fair return for your energy, your effort, your finances than you do with the master's. I think also it does lead you into a situation that is more calm and more peaceful as far as work-wise afterwards is what's coming up here. It allows you to really take control of your future. And it's interesting because what I'm picking up psychically is that it's not necessarily the class that allows you to take control of your future. It's more about the people that you're associated with and some kind of little nugget that gets dropped, nugget of information that you start to be able to use to take control of your future. Um, and I think that what's interesting here, I think that this actually makes you pretty happy once you get this nugget. So honestly, I don't see you completing the MBA either. I think you move forward with towards it. And I think that whatever happens along the way, whatever that conversation is where that nugget that gets dropped, I think you sort of switch focus there and you focus on that information, excuse me, towards being more successful. So the caveat is there's going to be at that point a female in your life who is not happy about this. And I think that she will let you know in a very definite way. So I think you're going to move forward with the master's. And then I think you're going to decide that you want to do something different. And the other one, I think that if you move forward with that, you get a different, I think that takes you in a completely different direction. Either way, I think you're going to end up going in a completely different direction long term. Could be. What sign is your mom? Just out of curiosity. This is generally a female who is throwing a big emotional, she's having a meltdown, basically. I would say you're probably right that it's your mom then, because this is a water sign. Because what I didn't know whenever I was looking at this is if this is somebody in your life right now or somebody you might meet later. Either way, it's somebody having an emotional meltdown, female version. And that was the timer that went off while I was answering that question. It's good that you were the only question this time. I don't have to disappoint anybody. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I really do appreciate you spending some of your precious time with me today. Thank you also for the thumbs ups on this video and for sharing it with others, especially other people who can be benefited by the Reiki. And then on top of that, of course, thank you to those of you who do the super chats whenever you think about doing them. I didn't even mention them today. So, but also thank you to those of you who are ordering private readings, whether they're 1 question, 2 question, or live readings. And thank you to those who are ordering Reiki sessions. It is because of all you guys' support at every single level that I'm able to do what I love to do for my living. So I really do appreciate it. Everyone have a fantastic day. And if I don't see you here for a private between now and then I'll see you back on the next video. Peace out.